What if I told you that one simple trick separates the rich from the broke, and 95% of people have no idea it even exists? What if the real secret to getting rich isn't about working harder, but working smarter, in a way most people never even consider? Imagine for a second that financial success isn't just reserved for the lucky few or those born into privilege, but for anyone who understands and applies this one strategy. Today, we're breaking down the hidden wealth-building technique that the ultra-rich use to multiply their money effortlessly, while the majority of people stay trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, unaware of the invisible forces keeping them financially stuck.
Let's fucking go!
Now, you might be thinking, if this is so powerful, why doesn't everyone do it? The answer is shockingly simple. We've been conditioned to think about money the wrong way since childhood. The education system doesn't teach it because it was never designed to create wealth builders. It was designed to create workers. Your job doesn't want you to know it because financial independence means you won't rely on a paycheck. And the people around you, they were never taught this secret either, so they unknowingly pass down the same limiting beliefs that keep entire generations locked in financial struggle. It's not that this information is hidden. It's that we've been programmed to ignore it. But here's the thing. Once you break free from that mindset, everything changes. You stop seeing money as something you trade time for and start understanding it as a tool, one that, when used correctly, can work for you instead of the other way around. This is what separates the wealthy from everyone else. They don't just earn money. They make money work for them. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Are you the type of person who hears life-changing information and lets it pass by? Or are you the one who takes action? If you're serious about transforming your financial future, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Because what I'm about to share isn't just theory. It's a strategy you can start using today. Stay with me until the end, and you'll walk away with a step-by-step plan to break free from financial limitations and start building real wealth, faster than you ever thought possible.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Let's start with the biggest lie about money that most people believe. You have to work hard to become rich. Now, let me be clear, hard work is important. It builds character, discipline, and resilience. But here's the ugly truth. If hard work alone made people rich, then construction workers, nurses, and teachers would be billionaires. The reality is that most people working long hours are barely making ends meet. They're exhausted, overworked, and underpaid, trapped in a system designed to keep them just comfortable enough to survive but never truly thrive. The problem is that society has trained you to trade time for money. Think about it. How do most people earn a living? They work a job where they are paid by the hour or a fixed salary. This means their income is capped by how many hours they can work. But guess what? The rich don't play by these rules. Instead of relying on their own labor, the rich leverage three key factors to multiply their wealth. They leverage other people's time. This is why they hire employees, delegate tasks, and build businesses. They don't do all the work themselves. They create teams that generate revenue for them. They leverage assets. The wealthy invest in things that grow in value: stocks, real estate, businesses, and intellectual property. These are things that make money on their own, without requiring constant effort. They leverage systems. They create automated income streams that keep generating money, whether they work or not. Think about online businesses, rental properties, or digital products. These are things that bring in cash even while they sleep. Meanwhile, the 95%, they rely entirely on active income, meaning when they stop working, the money stops coming in. This is why so many people stay trapped in the rat race. They're stuck in a cycle where their financial survival is completely dependent on their ability to show up and trade time for money. If something happens, like losing a job or an unexpected expense, their entire financial stability is at risk.
What am I gonna do?
Now, imagine for a second that you had an income source that continued to pay you even when you weren't working. Imagine waking up, checking your bank account, and seeing more money than the day before. Not because you worked harder, but because your money was working for you. This is the key difference between the rich and the broke. The rich focus on building income streams that don't require their constant effort. The broke continue trading time for money with no exit strategy. Most people don't even realize they're in a trap because it's all they've ever known. From childhood, we're taught, go to school, get good grades, and find a stable job. Work hard, and eventually, you'll be successful. Save money, and you'll be financially secure. But here's the brutal truth. The system isn't built for you to get rich. It's built for you to work just enough to keep the system running. Think about it. If every employee became financially independent, who would do the jobs that keep society functioning? The system depends on a large workforce of people living paycheck to paycheck, trapped in jobs they can't afford to leave. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but how do I actually do this? The answer is simple. Stop trading time for money and start building assets that generate income. Here's a simple step-by-step breakdown. Find a way to earn money outside of a traditional job. This could be through freelancing, starting an online business, or investing in cash-flowing assets. Use that money to buy assets that work for you. This could be stocks that pay dividends, rental properties that generate passive income, or even a business that can run without you. Scale your income streams so they replace your job. The goal is to build enough passive income so that you can live off your investments instead of needing a paycheck. Reinvest and multiply your wealth. Once you start generating passive income, don't just spend it, reinvest it into more income-producing assets. This is how the rich get richer while the poor stay stuck. You don't have to be born rich to use this strategy. Many self-made millionaires started with nothing. Take Warren Buffett. He didn't get rich by working a 9-to-5. He built his fortune by investing in assets that grew over time. He understood that money could multiply itself faster than a person could ever earn it through labor alone. Or look at Elon Musk. Instead of working for someone else, he built companies, Tesla, SpaceX, and PayPal, that generated billions, even when he wasn't directly involved in every aspect of the business. Even people without business experience have done this. Think about content creators who make money from YouTube videos, online courses, or digital products. They put in the effort once and get paid over and over again from the same content. Here's where things get real. 95% of people will hear this and do nothing. They'll go back to their routines. They'll keep working their 9-to-5, living paycheck to paycheck, and believing that one day, things will magically change. But the 5% who take action, they'll start setting up income streams. They'll educate themselves about money, break free from the traditional system, and start living life on their own terms. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. But knowledge alone isn't enough, you need to apply it. So, if you're serious about changing your financial future, make sure to stay connected. The biggest opportunities come to those who are paying attention. So, what's the one simple trick that can make you rich? It's called money multiplication, and it's what the ultra-rich do that 95% of people ignore. Most people focus only on earning and spending, which keeps them trapped in a cycle of working for money instead of making money work for them. But the wealthy understand that wealth isn't just about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and how you grow it. Let's break it down step by step. If you want to escape the rat race and build wealth, you need to change how you think about money. The rich follow 3 key principles. 1. Stop working for money. Make money work for you. The biggest lie we've been told is that the only way to get rich is to work harder. But here's the truth. If working hard was the key to wealth, then construction workers, nurses, and teachers would be the richest people on the planet. The wealthy don't trade time for money like everyone else. Instead, they use their money to buy things that generate more money. They invest in assets that pay them over and over again. Imagine planting a tree that keeps growing and producing fruit for the rest of your life. That's how money multiplication works. Instead of chopping the tree down and eating it, like most people do when they spend their paycheck, you let it grow and produce fruit that feeds you forever. 2. Stop trading hours for dollars. Build cash-generating systems. Most people work a job where they get paid based on the hours they work or the tasks they complete. But there's a hard limit to this. You can only work so many hours in a day. The wealthy understand that real money comes from systems, not labor. Here's what the rich focus on instead: businesses that run without them. They build companies that operate whether they show up or not. Think of how Elon Musk owns multiple companies. He's not sitting in an office running them, but he's still making billions. Stocks and index funds that grow over time. These investments pay dividends and increase in value without requiring any effort. Real estate that generates monthly cash flow. Rental properties provide steady income without needing to clock in for a job. Automated online businesses, digital products, affiliate marketing, and online courses make money 24/7 with little ongoing effort. The key is to separate your income from your time. The more you automate your income, the more freedom you have. 3. Stop spending everything. Invest in income-producing assets. Most people spend money on things that make them feel rich but actually keep them broke. Expensive cars that lose value, gadgets that become outdated, designer clothes that don't generate income. Meanwhile, the rich buy assets that pay them. Imagine two people. Person A spends $50,000 on a brand new car that loses value the moment they drive it off the lot. Person B invests $50,000 into rental properties that bring in $500 per month in passive income. 5 years later, Person A's car is worth half the price and has cost them thousands in maintenance. Person B's investment has paid them $30,000 in passive income and is still generating money every month. See the difference? The rich play the long game. They focus on multiplying their money over time instead of spending it on things that drain their wealth. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but what if I don't have a lot of money to start with? The good news is you don't need to be rich to start multiplying your money. You just need to follow the right steps. Step 1. Increase your income sources before you can invest. You need extra cash. Here are a few ways to increase your income. Start a side hustle. Freelancing, e-commerce, and content creation can generate extra income. Monetize your skills. Teach something online, start consulting, or sell digital products. Cut unnecessary expenses. Redirect money from wasteful spending into investments. Step 2. Invest in assets that generate cash flow. Once you have extra income, don't just save it, put it to work. Stocks and index funds. Invest in ETFs or dividend stocks that pay you over time. Real estate. Even if you can't buy property, you can invest in REITs, real estate investment trusts. Online businesses. Start a blog, YouTube channel, or sell an online course. The goal? Make sure every dollar you invest is making money for you. Step 3. Automate and scale. Once you start seeing returns, reinvest your profits to multiply your wealth. The rich don't spend their profits. They use them to buy more income-producing assets. Over time, your money will start growing on its own. That's when true financial freedom begins. Here's the harsh reality. Most people will never do this. They'll keep working for money instead of making money work for them. They'll keep spending instead of investing. They'll stay stuck in the rat race. But you have a choice. Right now, you can start taking control of your financial future. You can build a system that generates wealth while you sleep. The only question is, will you take action? And make sure to watch this video till the very end, because the last secret I reveal could be the one thing standing between you and financial freedom. Here's the harsh reality. No one is coming to save you. No boss is going to suddenly start paying you what you're truly worth. No government is going to hand you financial freedom on a silver platter. No lucky break is going to magically turn your life around overnight. If you don't take control of your financial future right now, you'll spend the rest of your life building someone else's dream instead of your own. Most people believe that wealth is reserved for the lucky, the privileged, or the highly educated. But that's not true. The rich don't have magical advantages, they just understand something most people don't. Wealth is built by design, not by accident. Money is a tool, not a goal. Financial freedom is a choice, not a fantasy. Yet, 95% of people never take action because they believe wealth is out of their reach. They tell themselves, I'm not smart enough. I don't have the right connections. I don't have money to start with. But here's what separates the rich from everyone else. They don't let excuses stop them. Wealth isn't about how much money you make, it's about how you use it. The rich treat money like a tool that can be multiplied, invested, and leveraged to create more wealth. Meanwhile, the 95% treat money like a temporary reward that needs to be spent immediately. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep doing what 95% of people do, working paycheck to paycheck, spending money on things that don't grow in value and waiting for someone else to rescue you financially. Or you can decide today that you're going to take control of your future. Because the truth is, the only person who can change your financial destiny is you.